I have here something that's called a QWheel or a question wheel. And I have enough that we can use them later. When I turn the wheel, it shows these question words and a word behind it. So this one says, when was? And this one says, where did? And this one says, why can? Or which would? And it gives us a starter for a sentence. And when I turn it, it changes which two go together. So instead of having how will, I have how might. Because that changes the kind of question I can get with my signal word how. So we're going to be taking our planning webs that you have, and we're going to be adding questions to our planning webs. So this is the one that I've been working on flutes. And I already know that flutes are wind instruments, and that there are different types of flutes, and that they make different kinds of sounds, and there's different musical styles that can be played with a flute. But now I'm going to use my question wheel to help me add questions to my planner. And then, even if I don't know the answer, I can look to find those things out to add more details to my writing. So I have here, who can? Maybe I want to use my who. Who is? I'm wondering, who can play a flute? And maybe, how? How might a person learn to play a flute? So I could put those down here in my questions. Who can play a flute? And how might I learn to play a flute? And it doesn't matter if I don't know the answer. In fact, sometimes it's more fun if I don't. So I have some others here. Maybe you can help me write a question. You need to? There you go. Oh, okay. Excellent.
How do I spell ears?
Just do your best. I'm not marking your spelling. Just write whatever spelling you need. So you're going to add some questions. They can be questions about flippers. Maybe you can ask the questions, what shape are flippers? Or how does a turtle use his flippers? Make sense?
I forgot what to do.
Okay. Here you go. So you have dogs, and you have things about dogs.
All I need to do is just spell ears.
Okay, so now we need to ask some questions about the dog.
No. Is it happy or not?
So it tells you how it's feeling. Is that the only thing it's good for? You can answer the question, but we can also look to find answers in books and on the internet. Right? So let's ask.
How much air do you have to blow?
Do you think you have to change how much air you blow?
Here.
Depending on what sound you're making? That would be interesting to find out, hey? That would be you want to put it over here? Do you need to change the air you blow? Why alligators are green? That's a good question. Are there any other why questions you can ask? Good question though. CH together makes.
Oh, I got one. I need a pencil.
I thought I had lots of pencils and it doesn't look like I had enough, hey? You know, polar bears have really interesting hair. You should ask some questions about polar bear hair. That would be great. Because their hair is really different from people hair. So what kind of hair does a polar bear have? Can you write that question down?
And birds. Because feathers must be made out of
something like hair, hey? Okay, so are feathers like hair? That's another really good question. Excellent. Jumping cats. Why do cats hide? That's a good question. Okay. excellent. I wonder how fast a cat can run. I wonder if you could ask that. How fast does a cat run?